We're sitting here in Maple Ridge on the banks of the Fraser River inside this beautiful estate of over 8,000 square feet. This project has been over 5 years in the development, planning, and construction stage, and was part of a vision for this family to have a house that would last decades, that they could have their children grow up in, be able to entertain, and something that they would treasure for years to come. When this client first approached us, this property sat as a big, large, open field behind a single-family home. We were able to help them subdivide the property so that we could create this estate, laying out exactly where the house would be positioned, how it would capture the view to the south, looking over the Fraser River, and be able to have a private estate off of a main road that virtually most people can't even see exists here.
The clients wanted something natural looking that suited the area. It just didn't stand out, kind of blended in. So it's kind of like hidden gem. As you come down the driveway, you see it, but still hidden. The colors are darker, it's blended in with the forest. And then as you turn into the driveway, you see the big size of the house, or the large size of the house, and the massing of the house. Well balanced, that's the key to a good exterior as well as inside. You need the good balance of details, and in this case, some nice wood beams and details like that.
As part of the design team, Calvin has been instrumental in working with the clients in developing all of the material specifications, the ID drawings, and all of the details that go into the interiors and the exterior final touches.
They came to us with a vision. They wanted something like a ski chalet on top of a mountain. So it's cozy and masculine. And then they also loved outdoors, so we try to incorporate everything into their house. The wife loves the ancient Chinese painting, the daughter's into horsemanship, and the husband just wanted like a man cave. So we listened to all their needs and incorporated all their needs into the space. Each room has its own characteristics and details, but together as a whole it's consistent with the design of the house. We use wood and wood beams to bring in the warmth, and stones to reflect the rustic and masculine of a ski chateau on top of a mountain. We play with scale, textures, patterns, and incorporated all the elements of the nature to bring in harmonious to the space. We made sure that every material selected was to reflect the nature. For example, the wood floors in the common area are installed at an angle, and we use chevron and herringbone patterns in the kitchen and living room to reflect the mountains. The fireplace, chandelier, and kitchen hood fans are both grand and luxurious. For the powder room, we always wanted to wow the guests, so the whole atmosphere is a little bit mysterious and glam. The wood-locked ceiling, board-formed concrete on the wall, and the sink faucet drops down from the ceiling like a rain droplet, again reflects the nature. So overall, we try to use consistent materials throughout the house. So each room you go into, it's really, you can always reflect back to the central ideas of this design.
Projects of this size, when they start with a bare piece of property that has not been developed, it does not have its infrastructure of septic, of water, of utilities all in place, take a lot of time to develop. And so this project, over 5 years, the first 2 years just in terms of planning and dealing with the city, coming up with all of the details ready to start digging and excavating and laying out the foundation. The more detailed a home is, the larger a property is, the more time it takes to do that properly. And this house was developed and built with the proper time factors in place to allow for a quality build and in the end, a certified built green residence.
So when we're thinking about green builds or high efficiency homes, we're thinking envelope. The envelope is very important, meaning the roof, the walls, what's underneath the ground as well, including what's underneath the concrete slab. We're looking at insulation thicknesses and R values. We have an energy advisor always that works with us that helps me determine what that wall assembly is based on budgets, as well as what we're trying to target, whether it's a step code 3 or beyond. We tend to do 2x6 with rigid insulation, and now with step code 3 coming into play and beyond, because we do tend to do a lot of high efficiency homes. We're actually designing and building step code 5 homes. We don't do minimum code requirements because it's not effective with insulation, with also the heating and cooling systems that we do put in our houses.
In the last 18 months, we've been faced with COVID. Locally here in the Lower Mainland, we now are faced with things like wildfires and the smoke and just a difficulty in the environment outside of our homes. When we come to our home, we're looking for that sanctuary, that place that we can not just escape, but that we have this healthy environment. And that's why we make sure that the air quality control in a home is that healthy environment that people can feel comfortable and have as their sanctuary.